Hey Geminis, welcome on into the channel. I am Faith, of course, the Divine Faith, and this is going to be your reading for October 23rd through the 29th. Now, make sure that you apply this to your other placements just in case a particular placement doesn't resonate. Don't be a one-trick pony, okay? Because sometimes your moon may resonate more than your sun, or your rising may resonate more than your moon, okay? Don't get just stuck on one particular sign. But anyway, so let's take a look and see of the energy that is coming through. I am getting a Victoria, but I also am getting the letter V. Edward is coming through. Also, an Eva is coming through as well. The number 11, the number 23. So you may be dealing with somebody whose birthday is on these particular dates, or there could be something coming up on the 23rd of November that will be of importance to you. I'm also hearing time. Some of you Geminis will be asking for more time when it pertains to paying back something financially. Ten of Wands, okay? So there's a move that you just recently made that is overwhelming you, but you're trying to keep it to yourself. You're trying to act like everything is okay, but I feel like you're panicking. Some of you may definitely be worried about having to move because, again, with this 10th house energy coming through about your career and your reputation. Some of you guys, it's not about the fact that your career is necessarily bad, but you may be embarrassed in some type of a manner because something may have played out publicly. So now you feel like that you need to move. You need to change directions or change companies. Even if something embarrassing happened at your company, it's almost like you want to shut yourself off from the world and go elsewhere, start over, create a new name for yourself. But that seems to be your story for some time. You've been starting over quite a bit, going other places and making a new name for yourself, but yet your old name, your old identity always finds a way to catch up with you. But you also this week will feel overburdened with responsibilities because there's also this energy here where you're feeling like I can't catch a break. And that would go back to me saying where you're asking for more time on something. So definitely this week you'll feel like if it's not one thing, it's another. Some of you Geminis, the transmission in your car, you may be having issues with it before this month is over. If you drive a car that the company was founded in Sagittarius season, so that would be like the 21st of November, I think, to like the middle of December. So if you drive like a Sagittarian car company, if that makes sense, then your transmission may definitely be having issues. Okay. I'm also getting some type of leaky faucet or some type of leak in general. Okay. But even with this 10 of Wands, I also am getting just stress, and it's in your back. A lot of you this week are just stressed about life. Some of you are more so stressed because someone or who you thought you were supposed to be at this point, and you thought about this 10 years ago, it's almost just like you haven't put a dent in it. So you have so many expectations of yourself that you haven't lived up to. And that's where the sense of failure, stress, disappointment is coming from. Even with the number 1 energy here, some of you may be dealing with a life path number 1, or you yourself are a life path number 1. But we also have selfishness coming through. This week, those of you where you're not really dealing with financial issues, you want to be selfish, but in some type of manner, somebody's making you feel bad for being selfish, for wanting to do something. Could be traveling, could maybe even possibly be wanting to buy a new car. For some reason, it's like you feel a lack of support in a particular area of your life when it pertains to father, mother, siblings. Some of you may really be close with your cousins. So their opinion may definitely mean a lot to you, but for some reason they're not backing you up. Okay? I don't know what that's about. Yeah, there it is. Hermit. Yeah, so we have an energy of going backwards in a way. But that just goes back to what I said. Some of you guys, you feel like that this is not where my life was supposed to end up. I had this plan. I made this plan years ago, coming out of college, or years ago, coming out of high school, that I was going to do this, that, and the third, and it just didn't go that way. Some of you are having difficulties with an older partner that you are dealing with. Some of you, that may be where you're feeling embarrassed because it may be a significant age difference between you and this person. And you know how sometimes you may not even really be able to tell because it's like, oh, okay. I mean, you guys look pretty close in age. But once it's out there, it's like, oh, okay, well, he's like 50 and I'm, 30. Like, whoa, all right. So there's an energy of you feeling harshly judged this week when it pertains to something that you put out there publicly. I'm getting something tied to a newspaper. So you may find some particular information that is pertinent in the newspaper this weekend if you still read those things, but you may, or the news, whatever. I ain't gonna lie, some of you Geminis may learn that a part of your job is shut down, but it's almost like you'll learn about it from the news and you'll be like, well, why didn't I get an email from the company? It's weird. But I do feel like some type of Gemini company is in foreclosure or dealing with a heavy bankruptcy. Some of you yourself may be dealing with bankruptcy or worried about that this week because you may feel like that, you know what, your finances have just gotten too out of control for those of you where that resonates for. But the thing is, for you, you still haven't learned your lesson. Some of you are spending frivolously like it ain't no thing. And then when these times come up, it's almost just like, wow, damn, what am I going to do? No contingency plan whatsoever. Some of you guys also, even whenever it pertains to your love life, I get this energy where you thought that over time, this person that you're dealing with would be able to woo your parents or woo your family to get them to like them, and they still don't like them. So now you're faced with a tough decision if you should continue forward with this or let this go. Some of you Geminis, I feel like you're going to be dropping out of school. But I feel like this is because there's a family member who is quite sick and they need your care right now. And some of you, this may be a grandparent or maybe an aunt or something like that. But I feel like somebody's going to about to call on you because they need you. And some Geminis have definitely, I mean, I don't know what's going on, but some Geminis have definitely been abandoned by a long distance partner, long distance relationship. But this gives me a vibe of somebody told you that they were going to come back and they didn't show up. So now this week is becoming more evident like, wow, this person didn't come back like they said they would. So some of you may find yourselves having a little bit of a breakdown because it's like all hitting you at once. Like, wow, damn. Like it really may be over. And you don't necessarily know how to digest that. I think Venus in Capricorn is coming up, is it not? There we go. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. Ten of Swords is all about there's nowhere to go at this point but up. Those of you that have been laid off, there will be a job offer that will be coming through on the 26th or the 27th. Or at least they'll be calling you back. If they call you back on those 2 days I mentioned, then the job is yours. I feel like that. Yeah. Page of Pentacles is there. Some of you may be dropping out of school because you're needing to get a job, and that's understandable. It's definitely administrative task. So it could be front desk, receptionist, or something like that type of position. Judgment in the Page of Pentacles. Some of you are definitely overwhelmed by children, especially if you're a single mom, single parent. Because I ain't gonna lie, Geminis, I don't really see a relationship here. It seems very empty, but I feel like it's not coming through as a relationship because also some of you are in the middle of a situation where you and this person are growing apart and you don't realize the signs, but the signs are there. Especially those of you where it's almost just like you have to question, like, did this person, like, if you guys live together, you guys have to question, like, did this person take a bath? Because it's almost like you're never really gonna see like them doing maintenance on themselves. It's like they're hiding it in some type of manner. There's your, I feel like some Geminis, there's your clue that something is up. The separation is happening. Things that you used to see, things that you used to be around for whenever this person did or you guys did it together, it's just not happening anymore. Two of Wands. But that would make sense why some of you guys are feeling like the solution to this problem would be, okay, let's move. Let's move to a different city, different state. Some of you Geminis are just waiting for maybe a family member or something like that to move to a different state, and then you'll go. You're just waiting for somebody to give you something. Don't know. Those of you Geminis, maybe if you're older, maybe it's a child. Or some of you Geminis, and well, some of you are possibly thinking about maybe moving closer to an ex because you and this person have been talking. I don't see it happening. Yeah. I just don't see it happening. That's good. It's this earth sign person that brings the balance that you need, even though you want to get rid of this person because you feel like that the flame is dying out, the passion is not there. But even for those of you where you're fearful of somebody abandoning you, if they are an earth sign with water, very balanced, I don't feel like this person is going to abandon you. But right now, they just need some time to think about all this stuff that's going on because it's overwhelming. It's a lot. And some of you guys have to realize that you're not the only damn person going through shit. So you can't automatically get mad or automatically want to throw, piss to the wind just because it feels like that this person is not caring. And then here comes the accusation. It's like, did you even get to the bottom? That's just for some of you. Others of you, like I said, there are clues there where it's clearly saying that this person is about to be out the door. But that feels like a fire sign or another air sign. It's either a fire or an air sign person that you're dealing with that's about to be out the door. But this earth with water or water, whatever, I feel like that they are really trying to stick it out. They really are. They're trying to be optimistic. But some of you guys, it's almost just like you are not, maybe you're not giving them grace, or maybe you're not being understanding towards them where they're trying to be understanding towards you. Okay. So if you're with an earth with water or water with earth, I feel like that, the things will get better. If you're with a fire sign or an air sign, it feels like you and this person are going to have a hard time recovering. Okay. But anyway, so Gemini, this has been your reading for the week. I hope it helped, and see you later.